Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this is going to be the end of a little dry spell we've had given the slowdown in Star Wars content. As always, I strive to make cool and meaningful content for you guys, and while every video can't be a groundbreaking theory, I always try to give the audience something cool and fun at the very least. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for your support. In lieu of the upcoming TV series titled The Book of Boba, I'm going to be making a mini-series about some of Boba's coolest moments in Star Wars until the TV show releases later this year on December 29th. Let's get started. As we all know, during the events of The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader along with Boba Fett successfully have Han Solo frozen in carbonite. Now shortly thereafter, it's established that Boba Fett essentially has ownership of Han Solo, and is on the back end of a mission to deliver this bounty of Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt. Now while transporting Boba back to Tatooine, Boba's forced to make a pit stop on Nar Shaddaa due to complications with Han's carbonite holder, and it's there he encounters a mechanic that'll fix his issues, albeit for a certain price. Boba is given a bounty that pays well, but the only catch is that the high-priced target is actually well protected by the infamous gang known as Kanja Club, as you may remember from The Force Awakens. The other option is to take the target out in the arena, where essentially a competitor enters and fights an opponent each round. The only catch being, the target is a current reigning champion, and the last person to beat in the arena. Now as we know, Boba Fett is one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy, so without concern he accepts the opportunity as he knows the bounty on Solo is actually priceless. He does become concerned though about the fame of his armor and pursues a pretty cool way of covering himself. At the advice of the mechanic, Boba spray paints his Beskar in an all-black finish, probably one of the coolest things I've seen in a Mandalorian before. It actually reminds me of the original art design for Boba Fett way back when during the original trilogy. When Boba appears at the gate to pay the entry fee for the arena, he covers up his identity further by going under the name of Jango and is referred to from there on out as Jango the Beskar Brawler. At the same time, we actually get to see a really cool moment where Boba essentially acknowledges the death of his father under the same circumstances, because as you remember, Jango Fett died battling in the arena of Geonosis so long ago. As expected, Jango the Beskar Brawler absolutely annihilates his opposition with a series of headshots and beheadings. But the last matchup is different, as the target has home field advantage. And the target also happens to be, as we mentioned before, in league with Kanja Club. Knowing what he's getting himself into, enters the battle anyway, and uses his most cunning and slick assets to stop the target. Rocket launchers, jetpacks, you name it, he used it. During the battle, Jango the Beskar Brawler is actually stabbed through a portion of his armor, and I actually thought it looked fatal at some point. However, we can't forget, not only is he a Mandalorian, but he's a bounty hunter, and he's probably the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. In his seeming defeat, Jango finds a way and detonates his jetpack, which was stuck behind the target, ultimately obliterating it. Jango's ultimately hustled out of winning the money since everything is run by Kanja Club. But since the target is killed, it's still mission accomplished for our protagonist. Dare I say anti-hero. If you guys want to find out more about what happens to Boba after this, check out the remainder of the comic. You can find this issue under War of the Bounty Hunters issue Alpha. How did you feel about Boba invoking the name of his father as a disguise? And do you think we'll see Boba use this again in the future? And how about that all-black finish on the armor? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.